Now let's talk about include and require. Include and require will take all the code and content from a specified file and put it in your current file. For example, let's say I have another file. Let me create another file. Let's name it example. And in this example file, I echo hello from second file PHP end of line. Okay, perfect. Now this second file looks like this, and this is my original file. And if I run php index.php, I do not get anything. Now if I use include or require and bring it here, include, after include we write the path to the file. For example, here I want example.php, which is in the current folder. I want to include example.php, which is in the current folder. So now if I run it, it will echo, it will bring all the contents from that file to here. So it's like here I have this. It will copy everything from there and put it here. The final file that PHP produces and processes would look something like this, because it has included the other file as well. Now let's change it to hello from first file, which we are here, and keep this include. Now if I run this, it will first include the file, which was the other one, echo that, and then we will the rest of the file will be something like this, hello from first line. So the order and the place where we use include and require is important. So if I put this above that and run the file again, I get first file first, and then I will get the second file. Great. Now I said include and require. So require does the same thing, but if there was an error with this file, include will show us a warning and then run the rest of the code. But require throws an error and stops the execution immediately. For both of these words, include and require, we also have once. So we have include once and require once. When we write the file, and then exactly the same format, we after require once and include once, we bring the file again. Let's see what's the difference between include once and include, or require once and require. When you use include once or require once, PHP will keep track of the files, and if you have already included or required a file, it won't include or require it again. This way PHP help you avoid issues like function redefinition and stuff like that. Other than that, their behavior is identical. Include once try to open the file. If there was an issue, will show us a warning and then run the rest of the code. And require once, exactly like require, tries to open the file. If there was an error, it will stop the execution immediately and throws an error. But as I said, if you use require once and include once, PHP will keep track of the file. And if you have already included that file, it won't include it again. So let me show you an example here. Here we said require example.php. We echo the file and then we require it again. Let me require it again. Let me comment this part out. Okay. Now if I run my code, I will get hello from second file, hello from first file, hello from second file again, because as many times as I require this file, PHP will put the content here and will execute it. But if I use require once, let's see what happens if I run the file. Hello from second file, hello from first file. PHP will bring this file, will keep track of it, will say, okay, I have already included this file in this current file. it will run the second file. It will reach here and say require once again example.php. PHP says, okay, I have already included this file in the current file. I'm not gonna do it again. That's it. That's the power of PHP. PHP will keep track it for us. Now that we know about include and require, I'm sure you've already guessed it. What's the use case? For example, imagine we have a website. It has 10 pages and each page has a header, sidebar, and footer. All of the headers and sidebars and footers are identical. If we want to change something in one of the pages, all the other pages stay like the old design and the new design will be changed only in one of the files. So I have to do it 10 times, go through all the files and make sure all the changes are the same. But I could create a header file, and on top of each file I would write include or require once header.php and do the same thing with footer, sidebar, and footer. And here I would write my main content that is different for in each file. Then if I go to header.php and change my header once, it will be changed in all the files because there is only one single file. There is only a single file for my header and the design comes from that in all the pages. This is like one of the most common use cases for include and require. The other one can be keeping your files clean. You can have many files in different places, in different folders and structures, different classes, different functions. And then when you want to use them, you can just simply include them here. That's the end of include and require. Let's go to the next topic.